Welcome back to my channel, or welcome. My name's Ashley. Please subscribe if you're interested in this type of content. In today's video, I will be reviewing the Juvia's Place foundation and the shade Martinique. Yes, so if you're interested, just keep watching. I know this foundation is supposed to be a velvet matte. Yes, that's what it's called. But I tried it earlier and it was really oily on me. So I'm going to powder my face before my prime. Thank you, Ashley. By the way, my name is Ashley. I didn't say that in the beginning. Then I'm moving on to primer. The Professional. Do you guys remember this? Do people still use this? The first primer that I used was the Primed and Poreless by Too Faced. It was the first thing I ever bought from Sephora, and I bought like the trial size ones because that's what I could afford. I paid like $5 shipping for it. Interesting. Okay, so now she's ready. I'm afraid of the foundation. Where did I leave it? I will say I like the packaging. I chose the shade Martinique because Sam chose this shade, and she said it's okay. And right now it's really weird how we know people's summer shade. She's going into her summer shade, and I know there's a point to this conversation. The point was that if it fit, her summer shade is my all-time shade, and despite it looking somewhat bright, which because this is kind of how it looks, it blends okay. I'm having some acne because I decided to eat junk food, and my body rejects junk food by having me break out in a bunch of things. This this Real Technique sponge is good for blending product out because it's super dense, and you could kind of drag makeup, which is, you can apply makeup this way. That's an acceptable makeup technique, just so you guys know. This foundation is exactly how it is described, velvety soft. It's kind of moussey. What else can I say about it? It is actually too light and too much coverage, because usually I know I'll like a foundation if I don't have to try so hard to blend it with my hairline, and this, it just stands out too much. But I could just get the next shade, which is the next shade that I can use is Ibiza, and that one's wow, you know what, I'm having qualms about this shade match. In person it's fine. I feel kind of, do you guys need a close-up? Yeah, you see it's not bad. Somehow. So perhaps I ruined the coverage by swiping. I thought it would be fun. Which, by the way, I don't claim to be a professional. I claim to have acne and need full coverage. So yes. There's people that just arrived to my house. They're gonna get in the middle of my review. Let me try this concealer, the Jeffree Star concealer, to see how it kind of... That's not cool. You don't do that. I do that because I have super dark circles and super deep set eyes. So I basically just try to do everything I can to cover that up. I'm going to finish my makeup and then give you guys my final thoughts in a few seconds. Okay, I'm ready to give my final thoughts on this foundation. So packaging, we like. Shade range, man, you know, it's it's not bad. A lot of people were complaining that there wasn't enough medium shades, which, if you know, they're divided into the light, the medium, and then the Nubian kingdom, right? It's fine. I don't have issues with it. Martinique is oh fuck, man, I just used a lot of foundation. It's described as a cool tone foundation. Initially, it was described as a cool warm foundation, and then they switched it up on me. But just by like looking at the foundation, I don't consider this cool at all. It's exactly warm. Just for reference, I'm gonna swatch my actual wow, I'm just wasting foundation. Actual foundation shade, I use Sun Beige in the L'Oreal Infallible, and they swatch not too different, not a lot. The foundation oxidized slightly on my skin, so it was able to match, but I still had to use the bronzer and all that. This is what I would describe as my winter shade. I know a couple weeks from now, this foundation will not fit me. As far as the longevity of this foundation, I'm not too sure yet. I tried it on for a few hours and it started getting oily in my T-zone, which I don't experience with the other foundation. And then it kind of really creased right here. As far as texture goes, you guys noticed that I have a lot of acne, but it wasn't terribly bad. A lot of people said that it was textured on their skin. I didn't experience that problem. By the way, I think Martinique 20, it really is a good foundation match for L'Oreal, no, the Maybelline Fit Me in the 220, which I don't purchase always because I don't like the tone of it. I do wish that they added another more olive toned foundation in this exact shade range, so maybe they'll do that, who knows. What else do I have to say about it? I like the price point, $22, that's pretty good. The packaging I discussed, but I wanted to say that it's minimal and that I feel like a lot of the effort went into the actual formulation, which is pretty good because, as we know, Jacqueline, people that spend too much time on their packaging, like, shit goes wrong, you know? So stay tuned for my other foundation reviews. I have a BoxyCharm unboxing pretty soon, so hope you guys watch that.